I have done that the last two times I've been on here. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Y'all didn't miss much. I just said I wanted to hey Jim, thanks for lurking, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be I did last week, it's one of my kids' turns to do the yard work. Um just coming on, I think right after the Night's Edge, at least I hope I planned this right, and then wanted to just pump up G-Ball a little bit, get everybody warmed up for his show at 1. And also just to say hi for, everyone that wanted to come by and say hello. I have I'm gonna hop off before then, but I probably have a little bit before the wife gets back. She's running some errands, taking care of some stuff, and I got all the anodizing and everything that I was working on this morning done. Jumped in the shower. I'm like a little hot right now because I legit just finished showering and getting dressed, but wanted to jump on and see what everybody's doing. Hey Clarence, how's it going? Hey Fook, Eric, what's going on? My journey in the house. Hey Betty, how you doing? Jason, what's going on? And you guys who are members, you may see I found a new icon for you guys. I went online looking. It was kind of limited as far as trying to find something to buy for the channel. Haven't quite figured out how to make one, and I don't know that it's worth the effort, to be completely honest. Yes, you got it. That was my impression of him. It's my fault because I scheduled it for 12, thinking like 30 minutes was plenty, to shower, get dressed, and not look like a total bum. What's up, LCV? How you doing? Oh, Blades Edge in the house. Blade Walker in the house. Addicted to Blades 2. What is up, Joe? I got your prize out on Friday. Hopefully that'll be there Monday or Tuesday. Yep, and as my journey is demonstrated, it's really hard because I forgot you have to have a 1-to-1 ratio, and then it has to be a certain size. So it's been a little bit of a challenge to kind of figure out how to get that to work without the extra space when you just want the image. So I did throw a couple of new things on there. I was really hoping that Chavez one. I was really hoping that that one would pop a little bit more. I probably should have just took the pocket clip off and just did the pocket clip now that I'm thinking about it. I might circle back to that. But I ran out of time. I didn't get time to I want to try to find like a music mix for the countdown that I can just click on play and not have to be there to change it up when it gets to a certain point in the song. And just so it's not always the same. So I'm going to try to work on that too. Hopefully this weekend. Yeah, that one should be on the way to you. Hopefully it doesn't get lost in the mail there, Blade Walker. What's up, Angelo? How's it going? And hopefully channel members are seeing the new icon there. It was it was either that or the skulls, and I was kind of like, I'm not a really a skulls channel. So the swords I thought looked pretty good. I thought those looked pretty good. Some of the stuff that I was gonna try to get to that I didn't make it to today. Oh, the light's a little dim there. I wonder. Let me open this blind a little bit. I usually close it down because usually that time of day. Or is it that it needs to be the light? Can y'all see that okay? Let me try to turn this one up. It might be that it's daytime. Does that help any? Oh yeah, that helps the knife a lot. So I need to maybe tomorrow find some time to try to take this and put this back in the bath and get a little bit more. It's still a little, I don't know if you can see it on your end, but it still has just a little bit of that aqua green in it. So I'd like to get rid of that. You guys, I cleaned myself out. Y'all didn't clean me out. What's up, Betty? How's it going? I cleaned myself out. Thanks, Thomas. I totally missed. What's up, Drew Dude? How's it going? Richmond Flying Squirrels, they are the minor league baseball team to the Giants. I think they're still in San Francisco. I don't follow the Giants, but the Squirrels are close, so I like to go watch their games. And I think the name is cool. I don't know if how well you can see the logo, but I have like 4 or 5 of these hats. But I picked up like a more flat brim, and I just don't think I'm cool enough to pull off a flat brim. I'm not a rap star, hip hop artist, so I feel like I look like a retard in them. Hey, what's up, D Laney? Yeah, I got it right that time. Hey, what's up, brand new? How you doing, bro? Thank you guys for stopping by. Don't forget G Ball is going to be coming on at 1. I promise you I will get out of here and out of his way before he gets started. Yeah, yep. RVA. Well, I'm not in Richmond. I'm in one of the surrounding counties, but Central Virginia. Oh, Angelo, thanks for gifting a membership, man. I appreciate it. Who got that? Haha, addicted to Blade 2. You're stuck now, man. You got to renew. You can't just get the membership and dip. I appreciate all my members out there. Hey, El Cap, how's it going? Just coming on here to get everybody warmed up for G Ball and the Night's Edge. I believe the Night's Edge was going from 10 to noon, so I hope I didn't step on his show at all. Thanks, Jason. I appreciate it. I like this one a lot. I had a different one. It either got lost or stolen. I don't know. But let me show off a little bit of what I worked on this morning. I didn't get to everything. Hey, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna find some more sounds too. So I got to work on the audio pieces of it. Um, I worked on the badges and the icons, and then I ran out of time. It takes a minute because I have to research a little bit. I'm still learning. Yeah, he's back over here in the corner. Don't tell nobody. So I ran out of pry bars. So you all seem to really love when I do the fade. So I went ahead and just did another fade, but I wanted to do something different today. Oh, what's going on? There we go. Oh, I think it's focusing on the mic. Yeah, that's what's going on. So I did the blurple fade, purple to blue. You guys really seem to love that. So I did that one. I'm gonna try to get a couple more. It gets a little pricey trying to pick these up, so I'm trying to make sure like I budget for when the memberships and everything pay out once a month. I try to use those funds for that. Brand new, paying it forward, and Kevin C with the membership. Congratulations. And thank you both. Thank you everybody for gifting the memberships. Angelo's gifting the membership. Lord have mercy. That one's from Angelo to Lenny. Sorry, Angelo. Yeah, I said that right. Angelo gifted the membership, and Lenny received that one. I have to look up on the screen because my little chat bot that I use in my streaming software, it doesn't show me that particular message, which I don't know why it doesn't do that. Man, you guys are awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Got the Arias and the Chavez. Yeah, yeah. I might go back to that one and see if I can just get the pocket clip instead of the pocket clip and the knife. So I might have to take it off and kind of stage it to set it up, but I got to be careful. It has to be a perfect square, and when you capture just the image, it has to be the depth of it has to be close enough to where the side squares kind of match it out. So I just need to be careful with that when I do that. Maybe I can do a different color background. So the other thing I wanted to try to do today, what I did is I did like a fade. What's it focusing on? I can never tell. Is it the camera? Is it on the? There we go. But on this one, I tried to get, and it's not really showing up too well on the camera either, unfortunately. I tried to get the purple to stay in the middle of that one. It looks better in person. And then the really light colors on the edges. So that was my first time trying to do that. So I think I went a little too far. It looks better in person. Like right here in this section, you can see a lot more of the purple. And I'm calling it the double dip instead of the fade. Because on the top it was bronze, like the last one that I sent out. Be Shady, what's going on, man? What's up, Crazy Roach? How's it going? I hope everybody's having a good morning. So I did those. Like I said, I got two going so far to add to like little giveaways in the future, and those are the two colors that I anodized this morning. And I'll get a couple more. Do you guys like the pins too? I think there was a couple people that said they liked the little titanium pins. What's up, Jay Dizzle? How's it going, man? What's everybody carrying today? Tell me what y'all are getting into. And I promise I will be out of G-Ball's way by 1 o'clock. I know a lot of folks are going to jump over there, and he has like a big block for Saturday. I just wanted to hang out a little bit because I don't really get it. I don't know that I've figured this out. This might be like a good little spot to add to my regular live that I do on Thursdays, but yeah, yeah. I appreciate y'all stopping by for like this last little minute pop up. El Cap got the Narrows in the pocket. Did you get the original or did you get the new blacked out one? Fu coming in with the Cold Steel Mayhem, Tatcom Grunt. I like that one. And the Vosti Thunderbird. Dr. Drew has got the Grazioso. Is it really? I was going to plan to stop by anyway, but now I'm going to give him a hard time. I think you're right. Actually, I do remember that. I do remember seeing something about this being like a birthday live. I wonder what he's got planned. You know he's a wild guy. Blade Walker's got the Rock Hopper and the Devo Mash. I wonder if I moved this chat over, if it makes it a little bit easier to read. That way I can kind of sort of be looking towards the camera instead of down. Hey, Night's Edge. I hope I didn't step on your live, man. I was working on anodizing and stuff this morning, and I completely forgot to put you on in the background. I was working on some ano stuff. I do these little pry bars as part of like little random giveaways, but I definitely made sure to let folks know that you come on. I think you said 10 o'clock. Are you doing 10 o'clock on Saturdays? I already lost where you were. Yeah, it's a little harder to do it that way. Jason, there we go. Got the Leatherman Wingman case, Mini Trapper, and Utility Gerber. Jay Dizzle has got the man, it jumped. Do you say Utzler without the E? Duke and the S&W Shield. Angelo said, "Who's G-Ball?" And Blake Walker adding on to that. I guess I'll allow it. I'll allow it. The Victorinox SD. Oh, I can't wait to see you guys harass them in the live, man. That's going to be just pure entertainment by itself. Betty Davis saying hi to Jay Dizzle. Jay Dizzle's birthday is in 12 days. If you guys want to send him any presents, I'm sure he'll be happy to provide you an address for that. B Shady's got the Chavez Street Titanium Devo Stout V2 and Arctic, and then Jack Wolf Little Bro Jack. You blade me for the procrastination. I'll take the heat. I'll take the heat. Just tell your boss it's all my fault, man. Just tell him, come see me. Come have a talk with me. Oh man, I'm sorry I missed that. I'm sorry I missed that. I'll definitely make sure that I pop in. I try to make sure like if I'm, up one and when I'm making breakfast and stuff, I usually pop up the tablet so I can at least listen if I can't really engage in the chat. I try to go around and make sure I support everybody, especially with the lives. They're usually a lot of fun. What's up, Ron? Thanks for stopping by. Busy morning so far. I was downstairs working on some anodizing on some titanium. And then I had a little bit of time before my wife got back, so I figured why not pop in here and say hey to y'all before G-Ball goes live. And Jim's got the Crispy Donut Community Corgi. Man, mine's downstairs at my office desk. And then Crispy Donut Community Hanson and Salvation. You got the full Crispy Donut loadout. Is that in honor of his birthday? That's the question. Yeah, I try not to, man. I try my best not to. And I remembered you talking about, okay, there you go. So if you guys want to stop in and check out Night's Edge live, it's 9:30 a.m. Central. Oh, I thought it was Eastern too, so I'm a little off on the time. Let's see. That jerk. Yeah, happy early birthday, Jay Dizzle. Joe's birthday is tomorrow. If anybody wants to send him a little gift for his birthday. Ron has got the Gold Design Standard Concept Loki. That's a cool knife. I haven't checked that one out yet. And the Devo Mash. There's a lot of mashes today, I feel like. Oh no, the other one a growler? Stonehand's got his sleeves Bowie in the pocket. Nice. I'm a little behind. I'm trying to catch up. I think you guys are chatting a little bit. My journey. Oh, I did click it though. My journey's got the Tucson 224 Vosti Raccoon. That's such a solid knife. And Remington slip joint, and he's got his Gilak on him. Nice. Huh? When do you do your live? I don't leave a lot of comments though. If you guys for the videos, I usually am listening while doing something else and then make sure to leave the like. I'm very bad about commenting. I try to once in a while. But if you're talking about the live, that might be because I don't know what time you go live. So just throw that down in there. And if I'm up and about and able to, I definitely will stop in to show some love, man. I do my best to get around to everybody's lives and show some love. All right, I think we're caught up. Woo! You bought six or so new knives for yourself for your birthday. That is one way to celebrate for sure. The other knife that I worked on today, this is going to be really hard to show off. It had that real polished blue on there, and yeah, the blurple is really not going to show up. Really not. Maybe on the backspacer. Maybe on the backspacer. You can kind of see it on the bend. It looks more blurple in person than it does there. But this was like all polished. And to me, the polish against the polished hardware wasn't as. I like the matte. The matte against some of the polish, I think it's a nice contrast for me personally. So I redid that and I did it at the higher voltage. Man, the camera just really can't pick up the angle. So when you start to get on the bends on those blurples on the higher voltage, that's when you can start to see it looks like the top layer is purple. So that was everything that I was working on downstairs after I ate some food. I don't know. The wife and I need to go run some errands when she gets back. I need some groceries. Sean's birthday is Monday. Let me give a little I need to get a birthday sound. I'll have to look to see if I can find something fun for birthdays. A lot of birthdays in April. My oldest son turns 25 on the 18th. So that should give you some indication as to my age potentially. Yeah, yeah. I'm catching up, guys. Robo, why do you think you had a stroke there for a minute? What did I miss? I try to see when y'all are talking to me or doing pocket checks. So sometimes I miss stuff. Angelo has got the Ozark Trails back spring. Can't say that on the live. Back flipper, titanium coated, maybe. And to back it up, got the Cobalt button lock. LOL. He's got the LOL faces. Yeah, thank you, Ron. Appreciate you. If you guys would be so kind. Yeah, it is hard to make it to everybody's all the time, so I try to make sure like I alternate. Um, there's during the weekdays it's really hard. On the weekends it's early, like duty goes on real early, so it's easy to pop in there for a little bit, especially because that's about the time I'm making myself something to eat anyway. So yours will be pretty good too, because I'll probably still be about at that point in the morning. But then after that, if I got any type of recording in the garage I gotta do, whether it's mods, cut tests, whatever. I have to transition over there and I need my phone for recording that. So then it gets hard to kind of be in there. So I may come in and just lurk and then also mute. I've done that a couple times just so the viewership is there, but definitely can't always listen. Where I'm looking for Addicted to Blades. Oh, he doesn't go live. Why not, man? That's one of the most fun ways to engage. You should try it out. Oh, Trouble Bunny says you can see the purple a little bit. Okay. It just looks, I guess maybe because on my screen, I need to move this chat over. I can't see over there. On my screen, it the feedback on YouTube Studio isn't that great. I didn't even know that was up, Sean. I'm gonna have to go see. Do they look good? I'm gonna have to go see what they look like because they only teased a little preview picture on the ones that I saw, so I probably missed. Eric is an air traffic controller. Just kidding. Trouble Bunny found you. There you go. I am way behind. Yeah, April's got it hopping. That is for sure. Mine is super boring. I'm all the way in September. I got a ways to go, which I'm in no rush to get there. I am not looking forward to getting another year older. Making you sleepy. I don't know how to take that. Bring some coffee to Trouble Bunny. Am I putting y'all to sleep? Is it just y'all are just waking up? Yeah, yeah. If you guys don't mind, leave a like. I appreciate it. Keep me on time too. I don't want to run over G balls. Plus, I don't want to miss out and see what you guys are going to do to him today. That's truth be told. That's what I'm really interested in. Yeah, Fook, I totally understand, man. Um, Especially if I'm sitting there with the wife. Sometimes I'll pop into a stream, turn it way down, and just work on my video edits, which I have a ton to do. Oh, and if you guys haven't seen the video yet, I am actually carrying. I think I posted. It's a slow going video. I apologize. This is because they couldn't be disassembled before. This was my first time running through the lightweight disassembly, and I just wanted to make sure, because of how it's designed and how it's built, that I didn't miss any steps. They do delete a piece of hardware, so I was trying to make sure like there wasn't something wrong with this particular scale or whatever. But I really do. I love the lightweights. I know there was one person when I did the lightweight video coming in its original form said that they look cheap and he didn't like them, and I get that, but I like the lightweight because it makes really what I would call excitable steels very affordable, and then you can go and at your leisure just pick up. I think these are pretty reasonable. They're, I think, what, $100 just to get the scales. You don't have to replace the ball cage or do anything like that. You can just grab the scales. So I really think it's a great way to get into a higher end steel on a knife that's built well, USA made, which is a big plus. I love to support local, and I think affordable scales. Now, I think because there's no liners on the lightweight, they probably don't offer the micarta. I think the micarta and G10 scales that they make for some Spydercos that are on lays are a little bit more affordable. Pretty flat. Yeah, I know I haven't seen you commenting too much, but I do see you post, and you definitely respond to people when they greet you. So, I mean, that's about all you can do. After that, I just listen, and then if I can, I try to engage in the chat to see what everybody's talking about. All right, I think I'm good. Everybody's saying hi. Did I miss somebody? I was gonna say I can't say that on live because then they might delete my channel for knowing my luck. Do I really? So here's a funny story. I have a family I'm friends with, and they live in Buffalo, and I don't talk to them very often via phone. Most of it is text message. But when I have spoken with them in the past, they were like, "You sound real, real Southern," and I'm thinking to myself, I don't feel like I sound Southern, but I can tell they sound Northern, so I'm sure that there is a little bit of a difference there. But I've talked to folks that are like Tennessee, South Carolina, and I think to myself, they sound Southern more than I do. But I guess To their defense, they don't have anybody that they talk to like that. But I think it's real funny because people are like, "You sound so Southern. Where are you from?" I've never heard a Cuban sound so Southern. Ron's birthday is in July. I must be way behind. Oh no, I'm not too bad. There's not much cursor there to go down. All of his sharpening video set up in the living room. Okay. I have the KME, and I've been sitting on that video because I've done some upgrades to mine. Nothing's super impressive. Just swapping out some of the parts to make it a little bit more user friendly. I need to go ahead and edit that and post that up. Still figuring it out. Hey, welcome to the club. I feel like I'm constantly trying to work on something. Betty Davis is on April 23rd. Everybody's got a birthday in April. Well, happy early birthday to all the April babies out there. That way, in case I missed anybody. Ron, I think, did I hit that or did I miss that you said it? Or am I thinking that I saw someone else that was July? Oh, Blade Walkers is in June. Why are you skipping it, Blade Walker? At the very least, get yourself something. Okay, I'm catching up now. Brand new. You're 2 hours from Buffalo. Yeah, when I went up there for their wedding when they got married, we went to because it was really close to Niagara Falls and I had never been, so I was like, "Oh, cool, opportunity to finally check something out." And it's beautiful. It is definitely an experience in person that's worth going up to visit for that because I never really would have thought of it until I experienced it, and then I was glad that I went up there and checked that out. I wish I could have gone to the Canadian side because A, they have the casinos, and B, they light it up at night. So the lights are coming towards you from the Canadian side when you're on the States side looking at it at night. It's still pretty because you can kind of wrap around and kind of see it from the side and see the lights still hitting the falls. It's very pretty, but I would definitely love to check it out from the Canadian side. Yeah, I hear it sometimes. I hear it like when I say hear it, I hear it. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know that I've ever called them the Yankees. I used to be a big time Yankees fan, but kind of frustrated with the franchise. So I actually this year have been I haven't even told my wife this, been contemplating picking up a new team. And I've always really kind of on the side like the Texans. I mean the Rangers. I'm thinking football. The Rangers. So I've been thinking about switching. I'm just so tired. Like the Yankees always seem to like overpay and underproduce. Jason is in Eastern New York. We have our accent of our own there. How different is it? Delaney is July? Really? Nice. Well, thank you, sir. And we got some time before we get there, so it's too early for an early birthday. We got a little time before we get there. Man, it jumped on me. I love this software, but this software tends to want to jump around on me. The chatbot part of the software. Jim says you sound like Virginia. I think so too. I think so too. Call me a Yankee all you want. I'm guessing you've been called worse if you're anything like me. Blade Walker, Indiana. Ron's all the way out in San Diego, California. I was listening to that. Yeah, when I was downstairs, I think, well, I was playing a station and I think California Love came on. Fred the Lug's 40 minutes north of New York City. The city is completely opposite. That doesn't surprise me. I'm south of DC, and there's a huge difference. It's almost like you've stepped into another state when you leave DC, Northern Virginia, and you come down. Like there's a distinct line where it feels like you've hit the South, if that makes sense. Oh, Blade, man, talk about whatever you guys want. I enjoy the interaction. See, this is nice because when I'm, working on trying to record for mods and stuff, I'm like trying to focus on getting the content onto film the best that I can, and I can't really interact. So this to me is even better because I am paying attention to the chat and I get to like talk directly to some of you that want to engage. Tori from Montana down to Wyoming, is that right? I mean, I've been a Yankees fan for like 30 years, and there's been a lot of good times, but it's been bad for a long time. I stuck it out with the 49ers. We hadn't won one since Steve Young, and I'm still a fan with them, but they're annoying me to the point where I'm getting angry about it, and I don't want to be like that. So I'm trying to think about like a second franchise to follow. I don't know that I'll ever completely give them up. And I've always liked the Rangers. Seem like they're an exciting franchise. It'd be fun to root for a different team. I mean, my grandfather specifically, he liked both the Orioles and the Yankees and the Nationals. He rooted for all of them, which I thought was interesting. Jason is north of Albany. All right, thank you, Fook. I appreciate you stopping by. Um, oh, okay, 12:34. So I'm doing good. Old South. Okay. I don't know that I've heard that term before. That's interesting, Jim. Have you got your smock in yet? A little jealous you got it at that price. I saw it the other day on GP Knives had it for like 239, I think. I want to say I might be a little off. It was definitely over 230, but I want to say I think it was like 239. Brand new is in Central New York, right on the shore of Lake, sorry. I think I have my laptop over too far. It might be because the mic was blocking the screen over here, but I really don't need to look at myself, right? D. Laney, original from West Texas, now in Tennessee. You got to draw. I like Southern accents. Matthew McConaughey is like one of the coolest accents, I think. I'm jumping up just a little bit. I'm a big fan of Tennessee too. I have family. I think I've said this before on other lives. I have family that live in Dandridge. They used to live in Cooksville. I couldn't remember the town that they had moved to because they've lived in Cooksville way longer, and they've lived in Dandridge a little less amount of time, or a little less longer. Ooh. Hey, I can't speak because we've lost twice to the Chiefs, and I just don't know if we have another like Patriots dynasty happening up in Kansas City. Joe, y'all are always exciting, but I feel you on the hate towards the Chiefs that you must feel. Yeah, but in the end, it doesn't really matter. Ain't nobody beating Mahomes and Andy Reid as long as they're together up there, I think. They would have to have an awful, awful team. They'd have to be like the Lions were when Stafford was up there. Oh, I caught up. Nice. Okay, now I can slow down a little bit. Nice Edge. I think I have a southern accent, but I'm from Louisiana, lived in Alabama for a year and a half. I would say you probably sound a little bit more southern than me, if I had to guess. If I had to guess. Blade Walker's in Chicago. This is interesting to see where everybody's from. You all are from all over. This is very interesting to me. Stevie, I think your Rams are probably the second best team coming out of that conference. That I don't know what my team's going to do with Brandon Ayuk. I'm very curious to see what they're going to do. I think they might try to draft someone and then trade them. I think, and then get draft picks for next year. Hey, y'all picked up Kirk Cousins, man. That's a huge upgrade in that conference. All you have to worry about are the Saints, the Bucks, who, barely got into the playoffs last year. I think Cousins is a huge upgrade to get into the playoffs, as long as everybody stays healthy. Oh, Tori, you like the Seahawks? Or are you just riffing Stevie and I? Gosh, man. This is still I can't believe of all the sweet knives coming out of Devo. I'm really looking forward to the Tall Boy and the Fireball, but the Stout, the Buzz, the Mash, out of all the knives that they have come out with, this is still like my top pick of all their knives that I've had. I just really like this knife, and Coop did a really good job on the 154 CM. There's a video that's going to be coming out, and I did basically. I'm sorry. I feel like I keep looking down at the screen here to see if I'm centered, and I keep seeing the microphone and keep wanting to lean over because I'm trying to keep it close for good audio. Hopefully, it's not too loud, but I am centered because I forgot I've moved the camera now. Anyway, my point was I did a edge retention test. Not how far I could go, but what condition it was in by the time I finished the set parameter I had done for each blade steel. So I started with the budget. I did the 9CR D2 RPM 9 because I figured at $50 that was where it was at, and 9CR was exactly what I expected after what I had put it through. But D2, which I anticipated to do better than 9CR for the edge retention piece of it, did well, but RPM 9 surprised me. And because I had already dedicated the 14C Nitro V, 154 CM, and VG10 for the next video, I didn't really have RPM 9 set to go against that. But 14C, 28N, and Nitro V did very, very, very bad. But I don't want to spoil all of that. I'll let y'all see the video and what they went through. But I was really disappointed and how they came through that test at the end. I mean, all of them needed. Hey, Kathleen, all of them needed just a little bit. They didn't need a ton. I guess I could put this in the middle. But I was. Let me do it like this. Yeah, because I really don't need to see that. I can put it right there. I was disappointed in 14C and Nitro V. I was very happy with 154 CM. It was right where I expected it to be at the end of that test. It just needed a little strop, and it hardly had anything going on with it. But VG10 shocked me. Like, I can't wait for y'all to see that video. But I'm thinking what I'm going to do for the next two. I saw there was some debate happening on Lefties. I know his is a little bit later, so I don't know how many of y'all got to go to his. But Magnet Cut at optimal heat treat versus S90V at a good heat treat. Not optimal, but a good one. There was debate back and forth on which one would have the better edge retention. So I have Magnet Cut at 63.5, and I have my Para 3 lightweight and S90V from Spyderco, which is going to be an optimal heat treat. And I have S90V from CJRB, which I think is going to be a good heat treat. So I'm going to do that one next, and then after that, I'm going to find a different company's 14C and Nitro V, and I'm going to pit that against D2 and RPM 9 and see how that one comes out. It is just my own personal curiosity. I'm just very interested to see how they perform. I've always liked the Cubs too, Thomas. That is another good team. The only I just like to I like to look in different regions of the country. I'm in Virginia, so there's nothing here to root for except for the Squirrels, and I support them. We used to have a minor league hockey team, which was a lot of fun to go to, but not enough people would go and watch to support it, so they left. So that was sad for me. I picked the 49ers up because I was a child watching Joe Montana come up, The Yankees, that was like the Don Mattingly era, so I picked up the Yankees. So I'm trying to look south a little bit for some teams, but I've always liked the Cubs franchise. I like the history behind it. I think that's the other part that really interests me. Are you asking me, Ron? It's funny that you say that. I got uh I got the Purple Haze one when it first dropped, and I've had a hard time picking up a second one because I was thinking if I got a second one, I would just swap it out for the knife that I have that I want to surprise you all with for 6,000. So I have this one, but Kevin had gotten this one and it's just now getting to me. So I was very interested to check it out because I kind of would like to see, if there's consistency one. But this one came in Friday after my live stream Thursday. This is the S35VN variant, and that micarta is beautiful, guys. It is absolutely beautiful. It is so soft to the touch. You can see the phrase on the transition. Sorry, it slipped on my thumb. You can see the phrase on the transition from how soft that is. So it's really, really soft. And I have a sheepdog in S35VN, and it's got a static wash. And they always do a phenomenal job with their S35VN. So it's got a really beautiful static wash on it. And the action on this, because it doesn't have the coating, it's even smoother, which is crazy because the DLC is a little bit more expensive, but it's even smoother. There's no feedback. I did put skiffs in this one. This one just has the stamped nylon bearings with the ceramic balls in them. But this one, you get a little bit of the detent ball feedback a little bit. It's not awful. Um, and I think this one might have a little bit of a stronger detent to it. Yeah, it definitely has a little bit more, and that might be because this is not the coating is not letting this one grab as much. But they both feel really, really consistent. And if you can't get the Purple Haze, if you can grab this one, I know I've had it since yesterday, but I literally took this out the case last night and have been fidgeting with it all night. And I just put it back in the case this morning because I'm going to try tonight to record these. If not, I'll do it during the week next week. But this one here, because I already have it, I'm able to record, and then the other two in the pack, I am not familiar with, so I'm actually trying to carry those to form an opinion on them. Since I've already had the Militao, like whenever I get a different variant, if it's consistent, um, and I'm familiar with the steel, I don't spend quite as much time with that one. I try to focus my attention to the other one. But I like the Militao as a knife, period, so much that it's an early contender for knife of the year, but it's definitely going to be one of the tops in the $100 to $200 range. I know that the Purple Haze one is a little bit more expensive, but Tori's in Washington. He roots for them, and he went to the Mariners game. Do you like the Nats, Tori? Are you talking about the Nip or the Nip Light Blade Walker? Ken Griffey fan. I love Ken Griffey, man. He was just a talent. He was something to watch. And maybe that's what I do is just follow players that I like. Cuz I don't ever I used to be a Bulls fan cuz of Jordan, and then when he retired, I stopped watching basketball. I liked watching Kobe play. I liked watching Vince Carter play, and I've enjoyed players since watching them, but I've never really been loyal to a team. I just like to watch players. Like right now, I'm really liking. Oh gosh, what's the guy in Dallas? I can't think of his name. Somebody help me out. How am I doing on time? Okay, we're good. We're good. He wore his Griffey jersey. That's awesome. Not even a big fan of baseball. I like watching baseball, but I think that's because I played as a child. But I prefer going in person more than I do on TV. I think the announcers make it kind of boring in TV. They need some better announcers. I don't know if that would help. I'm not gonna lie, brand new. VG10, I knew it was good, but when it went toe to toe with 154 cm, and it's not like I cut 200 feet of cardboard. I took it through different cut tests and sections, doing a before and after on the paper just to see, could they cut? Yes. Did they cut well? No. But of the ones that didn't cut as well as what they started, VG10 and 154 cm felt like you could and move on. Like it really felt like it would be no thing, even if you didn't want to do it then and there. It would still cut anything else but a clean slice through the paper. So I am telling you, VG10 real. I don't know why companies aren't using VG10 more over top of 14C, 28N, and Nitro V because they didn't impress. I was like, ugh. I don't know that I want to own any more 14C when you can get VG10 and or 154cm. But I'm going to do other companies' batters as well, their mixes and treatments, and just see like where the consistency is. Because again, it's just my own personal curiosity. Mm-mm-mm. Is it starting? Does he start at 1 or 12:45? I need to get out of his way if he's coming on. Yeah, Delaney, you're 100% correct, and that's where my curiosity has come in. Okay, El Cap. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up if G Ball's coming on. I don't want to run over his time. For some reason, I thought he started at 1, so I definitely want to get out of his way. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, guys, and I'm gonna head on over there and jump into his. Oh, not yet. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll hang out a few more minutes then. Let me back up and catch up then. Yeah, Thomas. I haven't done Kaiser's VG10, so maybe I'll find something in VG10 from them. I've always enjoyed their 154 cm. They always do a Kubi, and Kaiser do really good 154 cm. And I love Kaiser's S35EN, and I wonder if that's because of the ease to perform well at a little bit of a lower heat treat with that steel. And that would make sense if that was the case, because I think that, it was specifically made for pocket knives. So I think if that's how they're able to get it to do so well, that and they're probably consistent with it being that 6061 heat treat, I bet, because Kaiser does a good job with that. Now, some of their build qualities in the past have been a little bit of an issue for me, but even here as of the last year, I feel like they've been very consistent. Yeah, I do like that polish. I do like that polish, but I'm seriously debating. I like the knife so much, and I like to color coordinate a little bit. I know, I know. Um, I'm thinking about getting that micarta, but Jay Dizzle said that he didn't think he could do a scale on it because I really would like to get one of his scale on it. But I love the knife that much. I can see this being in there with my shaman, being in there with my Quiet Carry 9, where this one's going to be around for a long time. And, I like having DLC coated knives, but I really like uncoated stuff. So I was really hoping, but he's worried about the screws and the tab, I guess is the best way to describe it, where it flares out. He was worried about being able to do that. So I'm just going to check with him from time to time to see as he continues down his path of doing custom scales and inlays to see if it's something he wants to come back to at another time to see if he can do it. Because I'd love to match it up to my 9 because I think those two would be a sweet combo. Trouble Bunny, that would be hilarious. I think that would be awesome. Because I remember when I was younger, I watched a little bit of wrestling, and some of those announcers, man, they are quite excitable. That would be a funny thing to see. Hey Jim, what knife has their 14C on it? because that might be something I could afford to swing to do. My next Nitro V, because I used Civivi's Nitro V. This one is Vosteed, which I guess is Kaiser, and this one here, this is their Nitro V. So I have this one slated to use in the next test that I do. It's not a folding knife, and I'm not really worried about the geometry, right? This is just edge retention. That's all I'm curious about. I'm not worried about how it moves through the material. I'm not worried about, sliciness or anything like that. It's just more for me about edge retention. I got 7 minutes on my end now. What do you have to unsub for? What do you have to unsub for, Robo? That's what I was thinking too, Blade Walker, and that's why I said I want to try someone else's. Jim said try Kubi's 14C, and if Kaiser has a 14C, I might do different Nitro V14C RPM 9 VG10 test. Because I'd like to see how consistent VG10 is. Because that's one knife in VG10 that I have that I tested. So I'd like to get another VG10 knife and just test it and see. Fred said enjoyed the sports talk. Yeah, I'll talk about almost anything if I can. Thanks, Knives of Life. I appreciate it. I got 6 more minutes. I'm probably going to call it like 2 minutes too so I can get out of here and jump into his. He went on early. All right, guys, head on over to G-Ball. I'm going to jump over and say hi to him too. Thanks for hanging out with me. I might try to make this little slot here my regular. Let me just talk to my wife and make sure, because I know she makes a lot of plans and stuff on the weekends, so I don't want to overstep. I'll just check with her because this kind of works for me because it gives me a little bit of time, eat, watch everybody else's, do any videos I need to do in the garage, and then I can come up here and unwind with y'all before we watch G-Ball. All right, I'm gonna see if I can find some for. Thanks for the recommendations, guys. I appreciate it. I'm so glad I brought that up because this is helpful. Thank you for that. All right.